Do you know who I am? Well, guess what? Today is Jesse101, brought to you by Michaela. Well, she gave me the idea. I hope you enjoy.
Welcome to the JesseAF show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome to my daily podcast.
Hey everybody, my name is Jesse Grossball and welcome to the JesseAF show. Today is Wednesday, May 22nd, 2019, episode 101 of my daily podcast. Yeah, that's right, daily. That means every single day I'll be posting a new episode. So please check in tomorrow for my next episode. I'm on Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube. So if you have any of those platforms, please consider subscribing. That way you get notifications for whenever I post a new episode. Do you really know me? Well, let's see. Today, I'm going to be talking about myself. And for any of you that are just tuning in because you just were interested in what the thumbnail looked like, or you're just interested in the topic, today's the day. Today is the day that you get to know who I am. Brief notifying of who I am. Okay, I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah, I love creating businesses. I love the idea of going further with different ideas and really putting ideas down to the paper and really accomplishing goals and problem solving. As an entrepreneur, I problem solve all the time. I'm always looking for a better way to do something, a solution. I love finding new ways to do everything. And no matter what it is, I love doing it. And that's something I've been born with. It's something that I've just done my whole life. And I love the process of doing that. I'm all about the process. I am the guy to take forever doing something to get to $1 billion instead of doing it overnight. Because I love the process more than I love the money. I could invest all of my money into a specific thing and I could lose it all, yeah. But I could also make double my return, right? I'm not about that. I'm really not. I'm more about the long haul process of getting it done, achieving my goals, the story behind it. And I love that. That's why I'm creating this podcast. This is all about my story and my journey through the challenges and the pain and suffering of everything. I'm a school bus driver. I drive a school bus for Kingston City School District. I love doing it because the kids are crazy and they're fun, and the roads are crazy and the roads are fun. Well, I mean, if anything, that sounds like the reasons why I hate it. But I love the kids. They're a lot of fun to be around, and driving is just fun for me. I enjoy driving. It's a therapeutic almost for me. You know, sure, the therapeutic part doesn't really come into play when you have screaming kids in your ears. That part is less desirable, but nevertheless, I'm a school bus driver. I live in Kingston, New York. Yeah, I mentioned Kingston City School Districts. That is Kingston, New York, not Kingston, Jamaica. I don't live in Jamaica. I don't live in any other Kingston either. I live in the Hudson Valley, and the Hudson Valley is a very interesting place. It is pretty much the gem of New York, upstate New York. It is where so many people go to go for vacations or whatever it is. My area is really fun and it's really interesting. There's a lot to do around here. There's a whole lot. I do bike riding. I am an athlete, so I do a lot of athletics. I bike ride. I run. I walk. I hike. I swim. I do a lot of that stuff. And that's just kind of normal stuff that I do. And I love doing it. And it's so much more fun to be active with my day instead of just sitting around all day doing nothing. and I love the blood pumping through my veins. It's so interesting to just feel alive and to just feel out of breath from doing something crazy. I'm also an artist. I love drawing. I love photographing things. I love photographing people. Photography is a great way for me to show who I am and what I like paying attention to. I am a photographer. I love photography. I also love drawing. But at the same time, drawing can get boring for me. It can. I love drawing, but it's definitely something that I cannot do hours upon hours upon hours just doing. I would get bored. I'm active. I'm very active. But at the same time, I am a complete nerd. I love my computer. I love sitting at my computer, just doing everything that I can possibly do on my computer. It's the most fun thing I could do. I mean, I love playing video games. I love playing on the computer. And I love people. I love people. I mean, yeah, I love kids. Kids are crazy, but kids are kids. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I love people because I'm a people person. I will talk to anybody if they're talking to me. I will literally have full-on conversations with complete strangers if they want to talk to me. I'll go ahead and do it. I don't mind it. It's really fun hearing stories. It's really cool hearing what they have to say, and it's a lot of fun for me because I get to learn a lot more about different things that people go through in their life. And that's one of the fun things about life. You know, you just always listen to the stories. You always try and find different ways to do what you want to do with your life. And the best way to find out what you want to do with your life is hearing about it. Like, oh, you did this? I want to try that. That sounds cool. And that's the only way you find out about different things. So I always love talking to people. I love finding out new things, and I love photographing people, of course. I'm a people person. I love directing. It's just something I love doing. I am a leader. I'm a purebred leader. I have been born to lead. I literally led my class in pre-K away from being afraid of a storm, even though I was pretty much younger than them. I did it because I felt the need to. I've always felt that need to be a leader, to help other people, and to make sure that I can do as much as I can for those other people. I love helping others, and that's just something I do. I love helping others, and that's why I'm also an entrepreneur. I was a Boy Scout when I was younger. I loved doing Boy Scouts. I loved being a patrol leader. I wanted to be a patrol leader for my whole time in Boy Scouts, but just things got in the way, people's pride, and I wasn't the most popular one, so I wasn't really voted on. And then finally, when I became a troop guide, I got to bring in the new guys and teach them the ropes of what it is. And then my guys that I had in my patrol then loved me so much that they wanted me to be their patrol leader, so they elected me as their patrol leader, and that was really awesome. I love that kind of stuff because it just gives me the opportunity to really explore and to really learn different things. I love being challenged. No matter what it is, I will always love being challenged. I love doing the unknown because guess what? The unknown could be my favorite thing to do in the world. It could be. And I don't fear it. I don't fear getting it wrong. I don't fear going down a bad path because guess what? I'll get the hang of it eventually. I'll learn it. I'll do it. And if I don't like doing it, I won't do it. I'll just leave it. I'll stop doing that job and I'll just tell them, I can't do this job. It's just not who I am. It's not practical. It's not this. It's not that. Whatever. I am so creative. I love creating things. I love creating stories. I love creating art. I love the idea of just creating things in general. I am a woodworker. My whole life, I've been cutting wood and sawing and, and putting it together like jigsaw pieces. It's fun for me. I absolutely love that stuff. And I love getting dirty. I love digging holes. I love doing hard work, honest work. And that's where the whole long haul journey comes into play. I love the process of getting my hand smashed by a hammer. It's fun, but I don't do that anymore. Sure, I really don't, because I've gotten a lot better at using a hammer. But when you're helping a kid with a project, like when I was a woodworker and my woodworker group, I actually, I was a member when I was like really young. I was like 12, and I was helping other kids build toolboxes out of wood, and I would hold the nails for them, and I would get smashed with the hammer, and that wouldn't be fun, but I enjoyed doing it because guess what? I got to teach someone how to do something, and that was the most fun for me, and that was my most impactful thing as a young kid. I taught people all the time what I knew because my dad taught me a lot of different things with woodworking. My mom taught me a lot of different things with cooking, quilting, being empathetic towards people. I love the journey. I love getting dirty, and I love doing hard work. I do, and that's where I'm going to succeed. I'm going to succeed with my life because I love doing that stuff. I am also a calculated risk taker. And what I mean by that is I will literally figure out if it's going to be more worth it to take the risk as to of not taking the risk and losing out. I love taking risks that are smart risks. Now, let's say because I am a school bus driver, taking risks is not really the best thing to do because it's unsafe, right? Like, oh, I think I'll make it. No, I have to make very calculated risks with that. I have to think about every little detail. Are they going to be able to slow down? Am I going to be able to get over there fast enough? The bus doesn't really go fast when I speed up. Probably not. Am I going to be able to fit through that little spot? Probably not. Maybe there's going to be someone that pops open the door because they're getting out of their car and they just don't see me, and bam, I hit their door. I think about everything. I literally think about everything whenever I take a calculated risk. Whatever I say right now, I'm calculating the risk of what that could mean to you and what that means to a lot of different people. I mean, I think about everything before I say it, and go check out my podcast to see the rest of this episode. Yeah, that's right. See the rest of this episode. It's so fun because it's who I am, and I know that I'm a lot of different things, and I know there's too much to talk about in that 14-minute segment that I have on YouTube. So please go check out my podcast on Google Play Music, Apple Podcast, and SoundCloud. Go check it out. You won't be upset to see it. I hope you have a really great day, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow.